The Talking Talons foster New Mexico kids to become advocates for wildlife and the environment. And in fact, the youth leadership curriculum is nationally recognized and proven effective in enhancing the lives of all its young participants.
The Talking Talons shape the youth of today through a number of programs like this classroom experience where kids learn to bond with the natural world.
It's a wonderful educational program where the fifth graders learn about these animals who are being rehabilitated because of injuries from human impact or people taking them as pets and then realizing they really cannot be responsible for them. And so these kids learn these animal stories and they learn to become more compassionate toward animals and life. And, you know, that's something very important that we want to teach kids, and the younger, the better.
Is it heavy?
Yes. There's 4 of us up here, and look at them wobbling.
I'm not wobbling.
They're very enthusiastic about this. And I think the fact that there's animals, they are automatically attracted to it. And then they're able to do the research, and then they're able to summarize that information and present it to the younger ones. So they're teaching the younger ones. They learn the empathy towards the animals, which also helps them be more empathetic toward each other. And so they get to lead, be the leader.
It's really fun. It's, for some kids it might be an experience for a teacher or something when they're older. And it shows you that you can do anything pretty much.
I think Talking Talons is great. We need to share and care with animals.
And they're also great role models for these little ones. You know, the little ones see that, oh, I can do this too. And in fact, they go home and they teach their families what they've learned. They teach their friends what they've learned. It's sort of a domino effect, and it's just positive and wonderful.
It's great for the kids. And joining us with more details are not a cold-hearted snake. Banana's a nice one. Banana, along with Laurie Wearne, Program Director for Talking Talons Youth Leadership, and Audrey Chismar, the Talking Talons Bernalillo County Educator. Good morning, girls.
Good morning.
Good morning, Banana. Okay, I was going to do the whole Britney entrance with the snake, but I changed my mind. Now, I want to mention to our viewers that the Talking Talons Youth Leadership Program is so unique. So tell us about the organization and the programs that you offer.
Well, first off, thank you so much for having us again. That was so nice of you.
Thank you.
And this is a wonderful experience because it helps us to show how we reconnect youth out in the field, but also we reconnect youth to nature by bringing the nature into them, just like we did for you guys today.
Absolutely.
So this is what we call a green albino Burmese python.
Okay.
And it's green because it has it's called green albino because it has 2 mutations. So a regular albino Burmese python is typically brownish, and then because it doesn't have the blotches, that's why it's called green. This animal was selected because this is one of our favorites by the youth in the classroom program.
Banana looks like a little bit like a banana.
Yes.
and harmless? Like,
it's a constrictor, so it can do you harm if it wants to be aggressive.
Right.
But the youth in our program actually named this snake way back at Roosevelt Middle School about 8 years ago.
And having you on hand, obviously, you know,
So
that's
you
always
guys
important.
Yes.
take care of it, make sure everything's safe.
Absolutely. So this is a wonderful experience for the youth to be able to bond to the animals and go forward in our program.
Absolutely. And on your first appearance, we actually focused really on the programs in the field where students were taught land conservation and wildlife habitat improvement strategies. So tell us a little bit more about the classroom experience for them.
So the classroom experience is actually through a grant, a Bernalillo County grant. And so what I do is basically I go into the classrooms, I bring animals like Banana, and I get to show the kids, and they get to do a lot of different things with these animals. One of the main things is the peer-to-peers, which really helps the kids focus on public speaking, gives them a chance to speak in front of their classmates first, and then once they get really comfortable with it, they get to do peer-to-peers like you guys saw in the clips with little kids, which is called their buddy class, and that really helps them to mentor to the kids.
Wow.
And you know, teach them all about what they've learned as well.
How do the kids like it, and what are their reactions when you guys
They
come
love
and visit
it.
them?
Do they?
Especially Banana. Yeah, they love it.
They start out a little bit scared and intimidated, but pretty soon you can't stop them from volunteering to speak.
Aww.
Well, what are some of the other ways that you teach students to bond with land and wildlife?
I would say at the end of the year we have what's called a big conservation project day.
Okay.
Where this year what the kids did was they got to do bird surveys where the actual data and research that they took got sent to the Cornell Lab of Ornithology, and they really used that data.
Oh, wow.
So it was really nice because the kids got hands-on experience and their data is actually going to be used. They also learned about composting and vermiculture, different things like that, so they can actually do that on their own.
Fantastic.
So they learn how to take this information about science and biology, and the power of their voice, and actually make change in their lives, personally or in the community or at a policy action level.
Wow. Well, okay, so tell us some of the other species that you work with.
We work with different raptors, hawks, falcons, owls, and then different lizards, as well as the snakes.
And Banana's pretty curious.
There's
here
a
on
huge
the couch.
snake. There's a huge snake on the couch. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that again. I'm not scared. Are you scared?
No, it's okay. They've got it covered. So, who else can take advantage of the Talking Talons experience?
Anybody that wants to volunteer can come and volunteer at our thrift store, or can volunteer with our collaborative forest restoration program. And there is an event that's coming up on the 30th that we're going to be actually demonstrating use of those forest health measurement activities at our thrift store for Community Education Day event.
Oh, that's great. What a great experience for kids that they probably don't even realize is out there for them. And that's why I'm so glad you're here to bring awareness to it. And how could somebody schedule one of their wildlife presentations?
They could call us.
They can do that number?
And ask, yes, call my number at extension 2.
Okay.
Perfect.
And you guys have an event coming up June 30th?
June 30th, 10 to 2 at our thrift store.
Got it.
Yes, and all that information obviously was just on the screen. And I have to say, it is, you know, at first when I heard, oh, we're having a snake on the show, I did get a little bit nervous. But really, I mean, having you both there obviously makes it a lot calmer. And really, Banana is a good snake.
She's trying to wrap around you.
She is. Is that typical? Is that typical? When they're surveying the scene and the territory?
Very typical. They're very good climbers.
They're good climbers.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, amazing. Without hands and legs that they can climb like that. It's just unbelievable. Well, thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for bringing the wildlife to all of the community and to the kids especially.
All right, coming up after the break, we're spicing things up with San Diego's. Keep it right here.